For no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop. Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch that in. Tight end right.
They go jet sweep here with Chark, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Second and 5. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
Let's go, B, let's go. Let's get there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Running from the gun, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Bears take over
Let's go, let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Leonard Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Check my corner. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Darnold on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Second down and 10, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Third down here.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Ready up.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, getting the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He'll look to throw. And Tate's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Squeeze, double. Hey, high 7.
2nd and 6. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by under pressure, and he will go down. sack back at the 38. The sack by Robert Quinn.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep over them. And this is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point good by Prater, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down. Well, earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. 52's the mic. Here we go. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On the return is Cohen. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
91.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll drop the throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. 1st down, a run with Cohen. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Now they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Darnold from the gun. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he will be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work an exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. He'll get this one to Galladay. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Darnold. The connection made. It's Graham. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Here's Darnold. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Throwing again is Darnold. Able to find Isabella. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Darnold on 1st down. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Darnold now to throw. Now he's got it. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and goal, Chicago.
You draw forfeit. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Now for the point after. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Go, go. Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one, and he's got a man complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, Darnold. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. One last throw now for Darnold, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just